Your energy isn't leaking. It's being negotiated away. You wake up exhausted before the day even begins. Not physically tired, but soul-deep drained, like someone has been siphoning your life force while you sleep. You give and give and give until there's nothing left. You say yes when you mean no. You smile when you want to scream. You carry other people's emotions like they're your own responsibility. And at the end of every day, you feel hollow, empty, like you've been feeding everyone else while starving yourself. Carl Jung understood this invisible theft when he wrote, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." Here's the truth that no boundary expert will tell you. You're not being drained by accident. You're unconsciously negotiating your energy away because some part of you believes that's how you earn love, avoid conflict, or stay safe. But every time you give your energy to someone who doesn't deserve it, you're stealing it from someone who does, yourself. And until you understand why you keep making these unconscious deals, you'll stay trapped in a cycle of depletion, wondering why you feel so empty in a world full of people. Let me describe what energy drainage feels like in your body right now. You walk into a room and immediately scan for the emotional temperature. Who's upset? Who needs something? Who might be disappointed if you don't perform perfectly? Your nervous system goes into hypervigilance mode. You become a human emotional sponge, absorbing everyone else's feelings, needs, and problems. When someone is sad, you feel responsible for cheering them up. When someone is angry, you feel responsible for calming them down. When someone is needy, you feel responsible for filling their void. You can't enjoy your own success because you're worried about how it makes others feel. You can't express your own needs because you're too busy meeting everyone else's. You've become the family therapist, the office mediator, the friend who always listens but never speaks. Everyone comes to you with their problems, but no one asks how you're doing. And when they do ask, you automatically say, "I'm fine," because you've learned that your job is to be the strong one, the stable one, the one who has it all together. You feel guilty for wanting time alone, selfish for saying no, mean for setting boundaries, like your worth is measured by how much you can give, how much you can handle, how little you need. You've become addicted to being needed because it's the only way you know how to feel valuable. But the more you give, the more people expect. The more you sacrifice, the more they take. You look at people who seem to effortlessly protect their energy and you wonder what's wrong with you. Why can't you just say no? Why do you care so much about everyone else's feelings? You feel like you're living your life for other people while your own dreams, needs, and desires sit in the corner, waiting for permission to exist. But what if I told you that your energy drainage isn't a character flaw? What if it's a survival strategy that once kept you safe but now keeps you small? Here's why you keep giving your energy away. And it's not because you're naturally selfless. Your energy-giving patterns were formed in childhood when your survival literally depended on keeping the adults around you happy, calm, and connected. If you had a parent who was emotionally unstable, you learned to regulate their emotions to keep yourself safe. If you had a parent who was overwhelmed, you learned to be the easy child who never added to their burden. If you had a parent who was critical, you learned to anticipate their needs and exceed their expectations to avoid their disapproval. If you had a parent who was absent, you learned to be so helpful, so giving, so indispensable that they couldn't leave. These strategies worked. They kept you alive, kept you connected, kept you from being abandoned or rejected. But your nervous system doesn't know that you're not a child anymore. It's still running the same programs, still trying to keep you safe, using strategies that are now destroying your adult relationships. Jung called this the complex, autonomous parts of the psyche that operate outside conscious control. Your people-pleasing complex was created to protect you, but now it's controlling you. Every time someone seems upset, your complex activates. Danger, someone is dysregulated. I must fix this or I won't be safe. Every time someone has a need, your complex responds. This is my chance to prove my worth. If I meet their need, they'll love me. Every time someone seems like they might leave, your complex panics. I must give more, do more, be more, or they'll abandon me. But here's what's really happening. You're not giving your energy away out of love. You're giving it away out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of being seen as selfish, fear of being alone. You've confused caretaking with caring, people-pleasing with kindness, self-sacrifice with love. But real love doesn't require you to empty yourself. Real connection doesn't demand your depletion. Real relationships don't need you to disappear for them to exist. Jung understood that what we call selflessness is often unconscious selfishness. We give to others not for their benefit, but to manage our own anxiety, to control their response to us, to earn the love we don't believe we deserve just for existing. And here's the part no boundary coach will ever tell you. Here's what no therapist, no self-help guru, no empowerment expert will admit. The people who drain your energy aren't doing it to you, you're doing it to yourself. They're not energy vampires with supernatural powers. They're just people who have learned that you'll give them what they want if they apply the right pressure. And you taught them how to pressure you. Every time you said yes when you meant no, you taught them that your boundaries are negotiable. Every time you took responsibility for their emotions, you taught them that their feelings are your job. Every time you gave more than you had to give, you taught them that your well-being is less important than their comfort. You've been unconsciously training people to treat you like an endless resource instead of a human being with your own needs, limits, and desires. But here's what's really revolutionary. The same unconscious patterns that make you give your energy away also make you attract people who want to take it. Jung called this psychological projection. We unconsciously seek out people who will play the roles we need them to play to confirm our deepest beliefs about ourselves and the world. If you believe you're only valuable when you're giving, you'll attract people who only value you for what you give. If you believe love is conditional on your performance, you'll attract people who make their love conditional on your performance. If you believe your needs don't matter, you'll attract people who act like your needs don't matter. You're not a victim of energy vampires. You're unconsciously collaborating with them. And the most insidious part? The people who drain you the most are often the people you're trying hardest to help. Because your need to be needed creates a dynamic where they become increasingly dependent and you become increasingly depleted. You think you're helping them, but you're actually enabling them. You think you're being loving, but you're actually being controlling. You think you're being selfless, but you're actually avoiding the scariest thing of all, being yourself. This is the moment most people click away, but stay with me, because what comes next will show you how to stop negotiating your energy away and start protecting it like the precious resource it is. So how do you stop giving your energy to people who don't deserve it? Here's how to become the guardian of your own life force. Step 1. Recognize your energy signature. Start paying attention to how different people, situations, and activities affect your energy. Who leaves you feeling drained? Who leaves you feeling energized? What activities deplete you? What activities restore you? Your energy is information. It's telling you who and what is aligned with your highest good and who and what is not. Make 2 lists: energy givers and energy drains. Be honest. Some people you love might be on the drain list. That's okay. Love doesn't require energy sacrifice. Step 2. Identify your giving triggers. Notice what triggers your automatic giving response. Is it when someone seems upset? When someone asks for help? When someone appears needy or vulnerable? These triggers are connected to your childhood survival strategies. Understanding them helps you see when you're giving from fear instead of choice. Step 3. Pause before you give. Before automatically saying yes, helping or taking responsibility for someone else's emotions, pause and ask, Am I giving this because I want to or because I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't? Is this my responsibility? Or am I taking on something that belongs to them? Will giving this serve their highest good, or will it enable their dysfunction? Step 4. Practice conscious selfishness. Jung said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." This includes accepting that you have needs, limits, and the right to prioritize your own well-being. Start practicing what I call conscious selfishness, making choices based on what serves your highest good, not what makes others comfortable. This isn't about being cruel or uncaring. It's about recognizing that you can't pour from an empty cup. Step 5. Set energy boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls. They're gates with you as the gatekeeper. You decide who gets access to your energy and under what conditions. Practice saying, "I care about you, and I'm not available to solve this problem for you. I love you, and I need some space to recharge. I understand you're upset, and I'm not responsible for managing your emotions." Step 6. Stop rescuing adults. Adults are responsible for their own emotions, problems, and life choices. When you constantly rescue them, you rob them of the opportunity to develop their own strength and resilience. Ask yourself, by helping them, am I actually helping them grow, or am I keeping them dependent? Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let people experience the consequences of their choices. Step 7. Fill your own cup first. You can't give what you don't have. Make your own energy restoration a non-negotiable priority. This might mean taking time alone to recharge, engaging in activities that energize you, saying no to commitments that drain you, asking for help when you need it, setting limits on how much emotional labor you'll do. Step 8. Attract different people. As you stop being available for energy drainage, you'll naturally attract different types of people. People who respect your boundaries, who give as much as they take, who see you as a whole person rather than a resource. The people who can't handle your boundaries will leave. Let them. They were never really there for you anyway. They were there for what you could give them. Step 9. Heal the root wound. The deepest work is healing the original wound that created your energy-giving patterns. This usually involves grieving the childhood you didn't have, where your needs mattered and you were loved just for existing. Work with a therapist who understands attachment and trauma. Practice reparenting yourself. Learn to give yourself the unconditional love you've been trying to earn from others. Step 10. Redefine love and service. True love doesn't require self-sacrifice. True service doesn't require self-depletion. You can care about others without carrying them. You can be helpful without being responsible for everyone's happiness. Love that requires you to disappear isn't love. It's codependency. Service that leaves you empty isn't service. It's self-abandonment. And when you master this transformation, here's what changes. Here's what happens when you stop negotiating your energy away and start protecting it. First, you'll discover that you have more energy than you thought. Not because you gained energy, but because you stopped leaking it to people and situations that didn't deserve it. Second, you'll realize that the people who truly love you will respect your boundaries. They want you to be healthy, whole, and energized, not depleted and resentful. Third, you'll understand that saying no to what drains you is saying yes to what energizes you. Every boundary you set creates space for something better to enter your life. But here's the most profound transformation. You'll stop being afraid of other people's emotions. You'll realize that someone else's anger, sadness, or disappointment is not an emergency that requires your immediate response. Their emotions are information about their inner world, not instructions for your behavior. You'll develop what Jung called differentiation, the ability to be close to others without losing yourself, to care without carrying, to love without sacrificing your own well-being. You'll start attracting people who are drawn to your energy rather than people who want to drain it. People who give as much as they take. People who see your boundaries as a sign of self-respect, not selfishness. You'll realize that the most generous thing you can do is take care of yourself. Because when you're energized, centered, and whole, you have so much more to offer the world. You'll understand what Jung meant when he said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." You can't become who you truly are if you're constantly giving yourself away. You'll stop feeling guilty for having needs, for wanting things, for taking up space. You'll recognize that your desires and dreams are just as valid as everyone else's. People will notice the change. They'll say you seem more confident, more peaceful, more authentic. Some will ask what you've been doing differently, and you'll tell them, "I stopped giving my energy to people who don't appreciate it and started investing it in people who do, starting with myself." You'll realize that energy protection isn't selfish, it's sacred. Your life force is the most precious thing you have. It's what allows you to create, to love, to contribute, to become who you're meant to be. When you protect it fiercely, when you invest it wisely, when you share it consciously, you don't just change your own life, you change the lives of everyone around you. Because energized people energize others. Whole people help others become whole. People who love themselves teach others how to love themselves. You'll understand that the goal was never to give until you had nothing left. The goal was to give from overflow, not from emptiness. To serve from strength, not from depletion. Jung said, "Your vision becomes clear when you look into your heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakens." When you look inside and see how much energy you've been giving away unconsciously, you awaken to your power to choose differently. You awaken to the truth that your energy is yours to give or withhold. That your time is yours to invest or protect. That your life force is yours to direct toward what matters most. If this message resonated with you, if you recognized yourself in these patterns, if you're tired of feeling drained by people who should energize you, then it's time to make a choice. You can keep negotiating your energy away, keep saying yes when you mean no, keep carrying other people's emotions like they're your responsibility. Or you can start protecting your energy like the sacred resource it is. Start setting boundaries that honor your well-being. Start choosing relationships that energize rather than drain you. Your energy isn't leaking, it's being negotiated away, and you have the power to renegotiate the terms. Nothing and nobody gets to drain you again, not because you've become cold or uncaring, but because you've become conscious. Conscious of your worth, conscious of your limits, conscious of your right to exist as a whole person with your own needs, dreams, and desires. Subscribe if you're ready to self-decode, because your energy is your life force, and your life force deserves to be protected, honored, and invested in what truly matters, starting with you.